We're working on two one-act operas by American composer Dominic Argento, Miss Havisham's Wedding Night and A Waterbird Talk. Dominic Argento is, for me, one of the really unsung, though he's a man of great fame. His music is of such a high quality that, to me, it's kind of a crime that his praises aren't sung even louder. He is a musician's musician and a composer's composer. He has the unique combination of both emotional content and intellectual content working simultaneously side by side. And he's a fantastic man of the theater. He knows what works theatrically. His music supports the theatrical experience, and it pushes the characters along. It divulges things about them that they don't even know about themselves. In Dominic's music are all these clues to who the people singing on stage are and what they feel. And he does it with such skill. It's quite an inspiration, actually. Miss Havisham is from Dickens' novel Great Expectations. She's a jilted woman who was left at the altar and went a bit insane, vowed to never leave her house, never change out of her wedding gown, as she was jilted the morning of her wedding. And it's the only opera I know where the complete opera is a mad scene.
Easy to obsess about Aurelia Havisham and this world in which it's a self-imposed prison. It's not like she is an unwilling prisoner. She's quite willing to live here. She could change circumstances in a heartbeat if she wanted to, but she just arrests herself here and festers. The music I love. It's very varied. I think it is an expression of being in a mind in which synapses are firing and misfiring and crossing and doing all these unexpected things. It's marvelous music. It's very, very descriptive. What shall I do?
The Waterbird Talk is, I have to admit, one of my favorite pieces of music. Certainly one of my favorite pieces of stage music. It's a monodrama of one man who is a kind of bumbling, absent-minded professor type who is henpecked in an unhappy life, and he is cajoled into giving an amateur ornithology lecture. Though he's not an ornithologist, his main interest, he says, is spiders and centipedes and bugs. But he agrees to give this lecture, and he finds in the end, through this journey he takes exposing himself in front of his audience, he finds his own place in the world and dignity. And it's such a special piece, and it really shows a master composer's hand.
It's very complex. There's a lot of psychology built into the score. The inner turmoil of this particular character is represented very vividly, rhythmically, harmonically. There are a ton of words, a ton. I mean, it really is almost a novel. But the music supports concepts and emotions and an inner turmoil in a way that's really heartbreaking by the end. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's a piece of music that I think speaks so directly to audiences, and especially so directly to people who have ever been pushed in directions they didn't really want to be pushed, that it's a piece I wish were done more often. I think it's an important opera. I think many operas are beautiful. I think many operas are exciting. I think this is an important one.
Excuse me. I mean, their own nest.
People should come to this evening because I think it shows a couple interesting things about what opera can be, which is it's not always big orchestras and big chorus and high-flying sopranos and bravura tenors. Sometimes it's about intimacy also and the human psyche. I mean, with Odyssey, we've done some very big concert opera productions. Wagner's Rienzi is about as big as you can get. Well, this is about as small as you can get. I mean, in the audience, you'll be no more, at most, you'll be 35 feet away from these singers. It's from the 57th row in an opera house. You might be able to hear the fat lady sing the big note. But in this case, you'll see the eye twitch, or the hand gesture, or the vocal nuance of a phrase in a way that you wouldn't in a big concert hall.